Pick it up here.
Oh!
The Valentina. Okay, a safe option. You want to try to steal away the NetherRealm. Another big ultimate in the final slash.
Yeah, I think a lot of ultimates that you could really take. Good point by Mirko there. That could really turn the tides around for RRQ in those prolonged team fights. But now, Onic look out to complete their draft. They're missing a marksman and possibly an XP or a roam. It's going to be the Yuzong and a Brody. It's going to be Brody for Albert, and the Yuzong will be, you know, surviving in that XP lane. Arlet will be flexed into roam.
Great picks, man. The Yuzong can hold his own against a CC. Depending on the matchup, of course, on the outplays for sure. But Brody finally making an appearance after we've been hyping it up again and again. Now, what will the response be? Because generally, not a lot of heroes can really stand in lane against Brody. Unless RRQ's plan is to just use the roam, use the speed to try and get that gold in the head and go for something weaker anyways and bank on that late game scaling.
Yep, it's going to be the carry for Skylar. So both teams have to conclude their drafts.
Person, Onic might be forced to burn some ultimates early. That could be what they're banking on.
En route to the Royal Derby, we march. Which Empire will be taken down first? The Kings of Kings against the Sky Kings. Hoisting the crown will be either two today. It's RRQ against Onic.
Let's see if they are going to be able to take this win. RRQ, they needed desperately, losing yesterday against Rebellion. Meanwhile, for Onic, with a new lineup, looking to try to shut that gold lane down.
Already in the early game, you can see the clear difference. The Baksha definitely have an edge. So Irad, to see if he can outmaneuver and maybe go for an early play onto the jungle of Kairi. That's how they're going to try and get a lead here for sure. Because with the Baksha-Angela combo, the early game can be quite difficult to deal with, but only if it's a skirmish. In a full 5v5, there's a chance that Onic can play this out.
Yeah, I think Angela Baksha really enables you to counter jungle as well as invade Kairi's territory, but of course Kairi will be more wary of that pressure in the mid side. Of course, Santa's taken low. Brusco backing up Octa, and so far it hasn't really been much of a pressure in the side lanes. Side lanes still chilling there. Albert as well, 1v1 with Skylar. It's going to be a slow game for both, but I think now Engage coming in towards Boots.
Ooh, but Engage might actually result in a kill. First blood for Dawn. Early on, Boots. He didn't have to petrify too. Well played to RRQ.
He just melted out of nowhere. You gotta be a bit more careful than that, man. RRQ are out for blood. But Kairi though, he's not going with the concussive blast, he's going with the impure rage. So technically, indirectly more healing due to the lack of a mana bar. That's an interesting option we haven't seen in quite a while.
Yeah, usually concussive blast would be the option, but Albert 1v1 against Skylar.
Ooh, losing that skill 1, but this is what you expect from the Brody. The bully laner.
Yeah, lane bully is what we say. Brush hiding.
Look at this.
Picnic. Oh, here they come.
The taunt ready. Oh, good fear from Octa. Irad coming down with the shield unity now. Knocking Boots down. Furious dive. Kairi now going to be traded down. And Praser's Wrath connecting only to Irad. The Tortoise Poison's anti-regen will mean that he won't be able to sustain that much. And Kairi loses his life. RRQ with a massive win.
Massive kill as well towards Kairi and unenabling that XP lane. It's going to be very hard for them, especially with Irad just rolling towards the backup. It's very quick rotation coming in from RRQ.
Well, RRQ though, they were low on the HP bar, so now the turtle is still anyone's to take. And Onic and RRQ both respectively just starts going for the buff and clearing. Irad even pathing to the bottom side of the map. He's trying to use advantage of that shield unity movement speed, try and get in the fight. You gotta keep in mind that for RRQ, they have Brusco on the Angela, so more macro options if they are trying to get more creative with it. You can see that they're just trying to wait for information, and they're looking for the right moment to try and go and force Onic into a fight here.
Yeah, forcing Onic into an unfavorable position. Dawn has been also very active, but Irad now rolls and rolls. A turtle up in the plates for both teams. Irad flanking from behind, he jumps in.
Shield Unity onto Keyboy, forcing him to use the Vengeance right now with the final slash onto Dawn, but there's another realm stolen away by Octa, used up by IMU. There's another I'm offended right now as the Appraiser's Wrath comes down. No retreat right now. It's actually gonna be a fight. Octa flickering out, but Boots is following down. Sounds flickers in front as well, finds the kill. Octa will fall. Kyrie versus Irad. The taunt comes through and Kyrie wins out the retreat battles. He dashes out, but Dawn is still chasing him down. Very low, knocks him up, cancels out the yo-yo, the taunt, the escape from Kyrie as Irad also loses out in the long team fight. Brusco with a flicker forward, Boots with a dash out. He won't be able to find the last pixels. Brusco respawns, and Onic turned the fight around with a long team fight. Now Brusco, the little girl, just running for the hills as he gets executed, and Onic equalize.
Onic scavenge every possible resource. They had the kills, they had the turtle, excuse me, being secured as well. That was a very, very strong from Onic. That swing of momentum as well. RRQ were overextending, trying to get even more advantage after that turtle has been slain.
It was looking so good until it wasn't. It seems like they were able to steal away the Netherrealm, match the sustain, and they're going to be slowly but surely melting down the main person, the one person that's holding the front line for Onic. But they overextended. That is the nature of their composition. You move fast, you also chase and overextend pretty fast as well. Taking a look at the emblems right here though, Albert definitely going for a dueling 1v1 kind of setup with the Rupture, with the Master of Assassin as well. Trying to beat Skylar down, and Skylar is just going for the most sustain he can. He's the independent gold lane that likes to be left alone until it's time for him to explode. Everyone else is there for utility. Even Inspires taken by Brusco and Octa, they're going to try and do their best to ensure that the early game doesn't go into the hands of Onic, but so far it's looking dangerous.
Yep.
So there they go, the pulling Irad back. Keyboy canceling out the shield unity, forcing Irad to pop in that Poissance. But it's still all good. There's no way RQ will lose Irad there in that position. Not enough burst damage.
Yeah, Skylar with the base fight will give more sustain, and he will indeed be that sleeping giant that could possibly wake up in the late game, just trying to farm as much as possible. But with the Brody, of course, it's going to be very, very oppressive with the kit and with the dueling power as well with the 1v1s. But now the turtle again up. They are eyeing this objective. They have to win this. And Dawn gets executed on.
Oh my god, the burst! He walks up, the Vengeance gets popped in, but I think Albert does a bit too much damage. Out of our memory, Netherrealm helping him survive just for a bit. Dawn very low right now. As the Appraiser's Wrath comes down, and his combo with Retribution, as Octa is all low, stunned with the Ghost Bursters to the back, and Albert will finish off Octa in that bot river. Albert is online in the mid game as a Brody. Keyboy is stopping Irad from possibly stopping this mid lane turret to be destroyed. The turret eater, Brody, is online.
Just not working as intended for RRQ, man. They're not moving together as a unit. That's how they were trying to do it. Use Dawn as a main threat moving forward, but he just gets chunked down too low. Going for the War Axe, not a lot of defensive options, which is why Albert was able to just nuke his health bar down. Already with the Heptasis and the Malefic even, it's gonna be a tough time for anyone to survive, even through the hard guard.
Yeah. Yikes. 2 quick items already in the pocket of Albert. Skylar, same as well, Thunderbelt and Corrosion's Kite. But of course, for Onic, their damage has been very, very scary. With Netherrealm as well, sustaining this fight, so I feel like they have that second life ready in their hands.
They're gonna get a tier 2 in the 7th minute. Bro, the game literally stops you from doing that usually because, you know, you see the damage reduction?
Yeah.
You don't deal as much damage in the early minutes, but hey, they're able to crack it open.
Yeah, I mean, Albert's already online now. Kyrie running away with San. Sans wants to engage, getting pulled on towards a rod.
Good Stampede, bringing Irad back, and he will be bursted down. Albert takes him out. That's what the Heptasis and the Malefic Roar early gets you.
And he was just left alone, taking damage from everyone right there.
Yep.
RRQ, if they're trying to play defensive, they gotta be all on the same page. You gotta play around Brusco. He already has the Flask of the Oasis. That can lead to some opportunities, but Onic definitely has that calculated. With the final outer turret taken, Onic will now definitely make moves into the jungle. Now it's Irad's turn to feel the brunt of the Sky Kings.
Yeah, 4.1 gold lead, 4.1k above RRQ. Advantages everywhere on the map. They have the lanes pushing, side lanes specifically. The turtle fight comes in. Dawn jumping in the middle.
Yeah, into the Stampede, into the final slash. Another realm from Octa gives them enough sustain, but there's another realm from Sans as well. Kairi dashes out of the nether realm. Brazer's Wrath connects onto Irad, but there's going to be an anti-regen placed down already. Torn apart memory takes Irad down. Dawn, no vengeance, no hard guard this time around. Will be melted down. Half HP. They will be forced back, and Sans still is looking for blood. Brusco gets pulled back, forced to flicker out. 3 turtles, all going to Onic.
Yeah, they have all the neutrals in their hands. And this is going to bleed even more. Skylar almost gets caught there with Sans.
Vengeance into the front, final slash not connecting. Keyboy forced to flicker out. Kairi on the orange, Albert on the turret.
That's just a priority for Onic, man. They want those turrets. They want to make sure that RRQ don't have any safety, don't have any ways to get any vision or information. They're playing the snowball game so well right here with a 7k gold lead. Even Don, who had 3 kills in the early game, isn't really able to do anything meaningful with that lead. Already caught up by Boots, man. He's a 1k behind.
Yeah. And Albert, as you can see, the player's gold sent to you by our official gold partner, UBS Gold. Albert up 7.2k. Far away from Skylar. Skylar sure is trying to farm those items, trying to farm those gold into his pockets, but still, it's going to be very hard. Golden Staff already acquired. I think that could add more damage with Sans. Again, being such a menace, such a pest up in the faces of RRQ, always having that extra life in the Netherrealm. So far, RRQ, they have to respond to this, as Onic is putting pressure everywhere on the map.
And look at them now, just splitting apart, not really worried about anyone. I mean, the only real target that can be chased down is Keyboy, that lacks an escape. Everyone else, though, RRQ, they can't really take anyone down. So taking out Keyboy is not the right move. Taking out everyone else, almost impossible. They gotta drag this out to the late game if they really want to play around Skylar, but now Octa has a lucky truncheon. Sans might be caught.
Nah, he's all good.
No, Flicker. Yep, Flicker's away. It's all good. He has backup as well behind him if RRQ does commit to that engage. They choose not to, and they burn the Flicker for Sans for the next fight. So that's going to be a very important timing to keep tabs on. But the Lord has been available now to spawn, and Onic seek to claim this one with no contest from RRQ. They know at this point of the game they're not strong enough yet. Only Don with kills to his name, 3 kills namely. So far, Lord goes to the hands of Onic.
Let's talk about this mid-game power spike, Rashi, because it's getting ridiculous. 10 minutes in, Brody has a DHS. He's building towards a win of nature already.
That's just...
Or actually, he might be going for a halberd, so even more damage.
And reduction, by the way, for the healing as well. That's great. Sans just finished the glowing wand as well, so that's going to be the front line suffering even more. It has to be a catch, man. I don't see RRQ coming out on top in a full 5v5 front to back. They gotta try and capitalize on a mistake or create one by mechanical plays. Skylar went for the Thunderbolt as well, so he has a bit more utility and tankiness. But overall, it's still way too fragile to withstand all the dive potential from Onic.
Yeah, they have the Baxia and Angela though, so they could probably...
items.
A lot of items for Albert there. They have the pickup potential, but can they survive this siege? Onic knocking on the doorsteps of RRQ. Sans.
Wow.
Ever so confident. And RRQ, they lose 1 turret at this moment. Top turret as well under threat. But the Lord marches in. They have to try to defend this.
And they have 4 now, but Onic, they're going to make plays still with the rest of the waves that are incoming. Not really setting it up to push in together, knowing that they are strong enough to really bully RRQ away in the tower defense situation. And look at Irad. He's the tankiest guy on the team, and he is not willing to just stand there and take any damage.
Sans will try to jump in, but of course, Irad, he is indeed the tankiest team. He has that mobility to actually pick off the players of Onic, but they are not yet willing to do that. They have the backup from Angela as well. CC can also chase someone down, not specifically burst them, but I think in a pick-off situation, RRQ does have that potential if they really want to isolate the players one by one. In those instances, they do. Boots jumps in with the Black Dragon form.
Irad jumps into the back all alone, no hard guard to help him. The Netherrealm comes in. Torn apart memory going to be used up, but the Netherrealm as well from Sans. Now, as Don is isolated from the team, Skylar's doing damage, but it's only onto the Netherrealm HP. Brusco all alone in the back is petrified, brought back. Skylar loses his life. Octa's 1 HP. Albert almost got that final hit. 3 for 0 on the siege. 11,000 gold lead, 13 minutes in. 18 seconds on the death timers. Can they end?
they could possibly do
It's a
that.
Brody.
This is way too dominant from Onic. They can end this now. RRQ has to hold. They have the damage to do so.
They pull Irad back into the Furious Dive. Albert just melts him down. Now it's just Octa, 13 minutes, a torn apart memory, a wipeout. The Sky Kings, they didn't just stop, they obliterated RRQ.
They have won the first game. And the Sky King still up there, floating. But will they dive down? Will RRQ be able to respond? RRQ, that was just pure dominance. Yes.